But hey, y'all, it's me, your girl Tiff, La Diva Noir, and this is my second video on YouTube. And I'm like so hyped and excited to come on and share my life with you guys. I am a writer and director, a producer, an artist, and both mixed media and dolls. Yes, I love to play with dolls. And I am a full-time artist, and this is my journey. It's been a year and a half, and I come on from time to time, at least try to do it at least once a week, with giving people tips on how to manage their life when they're dealing with depression at the same time. Yes, I see myself as this fabulous creature with this fabulous hair. Yes, I'm so cute. These popping lips and my eyes pop. Yeah. But at times I don't always see that. And it makes it really, really hard when you make the decision to work for yourself, or especially when you make the decision to work for yourself and do it for, in order to live, like, actually do the thing that is you in order to sustain yourself within life. It is not a really hard thing when you're walking around with those doubts in your head all the time, or you just have issues with getting yourself together. So I did two other videos. One is on YouTube, and one you can find on both Instagram and on Facebook. But my first tip was, make your bed. Make your bed every day. Second tip was, what was my, get up and don your fabulousness, okay? Like, I'm home all day. Don't nobody see me, but this is what I look like all day long, because I have to look good for me in order to feel good with me, okay? But my tip for today is, I'm a list girl. I've always been a list girl. How I do things, how I get things done, how I make magic happen, whether it's on the stage in New York, or in LA, or behind a camera, filming, or anything like that, or even performing on stage, because I'm a performance artist also. Whether I painting, drawing, it doesn't matter. Even when I had a regular 9-to-5 job, I am a list girl. I live by lists. Lists. Do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. The whole shebang, the whole nine. And I swear by it still. I think that in order to be creative, you, not just creative isn't the word, because you can be creative without lists. In order to be productive, you need to keep straight of the things that you need to get done on a regular basis. We'll swear by that till the cows come home. The problem comes in when depression takes over, and you start looking at those lists, and you're seeing things in this warped, twisted way in your head, and everything on the list is showing you what you didn't do instead of what you did do. And you get so caught up in the tasks that didn't get completed that you completely forgot about the ones that were completed. Or fighting with depression, one thing completed on the list is a small victory, but it is a mighty and small victory, and you forget about that. And you don't give yourself credit for anything that you do accomplish, because you're so caught up in the idea that you didn't accomplish all these other things. So lists are a blessing, and lists can be a curse, but I got a way to combat that too. A little thing, just a small thing. And I'm not telling you to get rid of lists altogether, but what I'm telling you is change when you find it becoming overwhelming, when you're looking at the list and seeing what hasn't been done, and you feel like you're a failure because you haven't completed it. Change the whole dynamic. And for a little while, instead of to-do list, baby, I need you to do some ta-da list. Yes, ta-da. You can even write ta-da on there, because that's what I did. I wrote ta-da, like ta-da, list showing what I did accomplish. And I stopped focusing on those lists of what everything that needed to be done. And instead of in the morning writing out my to-do list, at night I wrote ta-da, and I wrote out everything that I did accomplish. Then I didn't spend so much time staring and watching all those things that didn't get done. Instead, I was focusing on what I did complete. And I could give myself a small victory that no matter what, even though I was struggling, I was able to complete this one task. And sometimes that task was getting up out of bed. But it still was a task, and it was still something that I can hold on to as a victory, and not just something that another thing that wasn't done. And for a while, that was fine. And I did that. I did that on a regular basis until I was able to handle going back to the other list, because I found that more and more things kept adding up on the to-do list. And then you feel sillier and sillier for not seeing those things coming off the to-do list before, because you're adding them on the to-do list, and they're focused on those things specifically. And once I got out of that rut, I could go back to the to-do list. Like I said, ain't nobody telling you to get rid of your list. No, I swear by lists. I swear by planners. I swear by lists. I swear by carrying around notebooks. Hello, here is my planner right here. I can go to the page for this week that I keep my little pom-pom in, and you'll see this is my planner for this week. It's not that full. It's only got a couple of things in there. I add things as I go. This is my full monthly planner where I put down anything that I know for a fact needs to be taken care of. I swear by planning, and I swear by lists. But sometimes lists. This is my list book right here. I've got 5 million lists. You see the lines, I swear by lists. Lists keep you straight, but it is okay to take a break from the list sometimes. And sometimes you can, instead of doing not a complete break, but sometimes just go by the what you got done instead of focusing on what's not done yet. It helps. It works. It's how I made it through this 1.5 years as a full-time artist, which is really, really rough, along with fighting depression in different spouts, because this is a battle that I might have for the rest of my life. And it's something that some of you guys may have too. Even if you don't battle with depression, if it's just becoming overwhelming, looking at the things that didn't get taken care of, you could have a list with 50 things on it, complete 25 and be kicking your own ass because you ain't complete the other 25. Get rid of those other 25 and only focus on the 25 that were done. Start making a list of what you did complete instead of what you need to complete, until it starts balancing out and you start understanding that those were major victories too. All right, I'm done. It's me, your girl Tiff, La Diva Noir. I love you guys to life. Peace, and I'm